Jim, on the topic of passings, any thoughts on the news that Sweet Daddy Siki passed away?
Yeah, we were talking. Was it you? I almost talked to no one but you. But we were talking about Sweet Daddy Siki and Reggie Siki not long ago. Maybe it was when we were the Londos book. We were talking about that either on or off the air. I was not aware until sometime recently that the Reginald Siki that you would see wrestling in the 1940s wasn't the rookie year of this Reggie Siki, who would only have been like 14 years old at that point. Sweet Daddy Siki took the name of one of the rare black African American stars from the 30s and 40s, Reginald Siki. But Sweet Daddy Siki had more longevity and did more notoriety with the name. Think about it, he was one of Buddy Rogers's guys in the late 50s, early 60s. He main evented in the Northeast and the Garden in Boston, Philly. He was big in Toronto and lived there and stayed there for years and years. The name pretty much got recognized all over the world because of his run during that period. And he was a country music star. And he even ended up, remember I said he ended up working Memphis. I think maybe the last territory he worked in 1987, 88, that time period, he would have been 55 years old even then.
Well, he was there in 80. It was there in 85. I think that may be what you're talking about, because
that may be it.
It didn't work out the way they wanted. He came in as a heel, I believe, managed by Tux Newman, Jeff Walton.
Yes.
And they were building him up to face Lawler. And when he got there, I guess the story is they realized that 60-something or late 50-something Siki wasn't going to be a heel. And he came out and did like a babyface promo. After they're building him up for weeks as a heel, he came out as like a babyface, said he had no problem with Jerry Lawler.
I got no problem with him. And also, Memphis is a heavily black market and they liked black baby faces. And why would you not take one of the biggest names in the history of African-American wrestlers and try to piss people off at him? So that didn't fly for too long, but no, he was a big name. And as I said, he had the bleach blonde hair like 30 years before Shelton Benjamin did it, and the fancy robes and the patter, the promo. And but he was 91? So you have to acknowledge he lived a long, full life.